Welcome to Passionate Achiever. I'm Ayo Jimmy. Tonight we will be reflecting on one viable, essential topic. It's viable and essential because it's one of the key things that will enable us to journey into success in every area of our life. One thing I know about the field of accounting is for every budget or amount allocated to an accountant, they put a pen to paper for it. And there's an audit trail purpose to it. There's an accountability for it. And there's somebody becoming reasonable and taking an action to explain and estimate how each of this amount is being spent. Let me ask you the same question. How often do you do a self-accountability on your vision, on your goal, on your plan, and on the resolution that you've set and you're about to set? The major thing that we'll be looking at today in this topic is how do we become self-accountable for our action? What are the things we need to do to become self-accountable for our action? Self-accountability is being answerable and taking responsibility for things that we said we're going to do and how we're going to do it. It is in its simplest form. It is setting an intent for an action, a behavior, a choice, and taking the responsibility, taking the control of ourselves to be able to achieve that goal and provide a sort of an audit trail or an auditing of how we go about doing it. Every one of us set a resolution at the beginning of every year. And one amazing thing about resolution is a lot of people book into the gym because they want to keep healthy or lose some weight, which is part of most people's resolution. Other people design the resolution to take one bad habit or the other out of their lifestyle. But very few people tends to align and stick to this resolution till the end of the year. I often wondered why this happened. It's not because they cannot achieve this aim. It's not because they are not capable of achieving it. It's because they are not holding themselves responsible for their action, for their choice, and for their behavior. Self-accountability, it's a way of giving ourselves a control to be able to become accountable for every activity that we embark on that has to do with our journey of life. Self-accountability provides us with the opportunity to set a task and be accountable for the process of accomplishing that task. We set targets, we set goals, but very few people are accountable or do a self-accountability for each of these activities. We might be wondering, how do we become self-accountable for our actions? There are various ways through which we can become self-accountable for our actions. One of it is being in the right state of mind. Because when we are in the right state of mind, that is the starting point of becoming self-accountable. And how does this become the starting point? It enables us to have super specific reason why we pick that particular thing that we want to do. Why did we write that as part of our resolution? Why do we do it? Because when we know our why for doing it, we will be able to put the modality in place, set the discipline, and walk through the process and become responsible for it. Self-accountability is to take account of what we do and why we do it. Being in the right state of mind provides us with the opportunity to be able to become self-accountable for our activity and also to be able to achieve it. Which is why it's one of the steps we need to take to become self-accountable. The second thing we need to do is, I often talk about to-do list in my previous videos. We need to prioritize each of our activities. And as we're setting a resolution this year, I take it you would have put a priority in place in an hierarchical structure of how important each of these activities are. Because when you have this in place, you become self-accountable for it. And as you do each of these activity or you carry out each of these tasks, you can tick them. Not only that, you can have a sort of a journal for the journey of the commitment for this, so that you can reflect on it to be able to say this is how and method or time it took to achieve this goal. The third thing we might need to do to become self-accountable for our responsibility and our actions is we need to have an accounting partner. An accounting partner in the sense that somebody we can be accountable to, or somebody that can be accountable to us. My self-accountable partner is my mentor. And at the end of every week, I tend to either call my mentor, and if I have the opportunity to visit her, I tend to sit with her and have a one-to-one discussion on my wins regarding my goals, my resolution, and my plans for each week, my losses, and the challenges that I faced, and what am I going to do next to overcome them. Let me ask you this question. How often do you self-reflect or become self-accountable for every of your activity? It's a question that is worth pondering upon. It entails a lot of thinking, because knowing why and being able to identify that we are responsible for our action and can take account or audit of every step we take towards it will lead us to success. The other thing we need to do to become accountable for every of our action is to acquire knowledge, read books, learn and acquire knowledge on why we set that resolution, why we want to achieve that goal, and also speak to like-minded that are having interest in the same kind of activity, goals, or plan. That will serve as an eye-opener for us to see that we are right on the right track of the decision or the plan that we intends to go after. And not only that, we will be able to share each step and how we journey through this goal, plan, or resolution that we set for ourselves. Because when we acquire a knowledge about it, we know why we're doing it. We identify steps that others that have done it have used to achieve it. And that gives us the opportunity not only to implement the same process, but to acquire knowledge that will enable us to get through easily and give us that passion, that momentum, even at the point of giving up, that we're doing the right thing. The other thing that will enable us to become self-accountable for every of our activity is, I said something about a mentor, having a mentor. The power of mentoring gives an opportunity for you to be able to achieve things faster than you think. Not only that, it makes you so accountable to somebody because you are taking a step at every point in time. We have to be our own police. We have to be our own check and balances to be able to see that we're reflecting on every of our steps and we're taking an audit and account of everything we do. The other things we might need to do that is so essential for us to do to become self-accountable for every of our activity is to share it with our family that believes in our dream. I put that caveat to it, our families that believe in our dream. Because when we share with our family that believe in our dream, they will be able to hold us responsible. They will be able to ask us what we're doing towards that plan or towards that goal. I get it that some of our family does not believe in our dream. But that doesn't mean that we should not at least express our vision towards the one that believe in our dream. Because by doing that, it gives them an opportunity to be able to direct us or advise us on people that have been doing that, or link us to a network of people that will be able to enable us to achieve our dream in life. As we journeyed into 2017, I would say this to you, that you have the power within you to achieve whatever you want to achieve. You have the power within you to get to where you want to get to. But there are some key things that you have to imbibe in your life. There are some key things that you have to make as part and parcel of your life. One of it is to become self-accountable for your activity. The other one is in my previous video that I talked about is effective time management. And other one is reflecting on your previous activity, which my mentor talks about in a video. You might want to check through the video. It's called Reflection by Mitchell Watson. The last but not the least of things you might need to do to become self-accountable is to have a list of all your activities. Have a list of activities that you have achieved. Have a list of activities that you're working on, and have a list of activities that you've not even started. A track record of all this put together can give you a clue on how your day-to-day activity goes about. Start putting time and measure to every of your activity. Start studying yourself. Start writing things about what you've been doing about yourself. Because the best person to study is you. Because when you studied yourself, you can easily identify a way of solving every of your problem and create a viable solution that can become a tool for a lifetime. I want to use this opportunity to thank everybody that has been watching my video, that has been liking my quotes, and to the ones that have one way or the other inspires me to continue to move on in the path that I've chosen. And for people that have left comments on ways that I can improve on my ways of speaking, on my quote, on my profound statements, on things that I can use to help other people transform their life. I will not be leaving out my mentor as well. I want to say thank you to her for every step, every journey that we have been through. I also want to say thank you to authors that have read their books listen to their audio tapes, watch their video, and their video has either played one role or the other in my life transformation. And the last but not the least people I will have to say a very big thank you to are the organizers of workshops and seminars that have either been part of by presenting in their seminars, by inspiring people in their seminars, by giving a presentation in their workshop, or being part of the workshop to listen to inspirational speakers. I want to say thank you very much to every one of you. And I want to say have a wonderful new year. But with that, take proper control of your life. Be accountable to yourself for every of your activity. I'll see you in the new year. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.